So you want to use SQL Server to break into tech? Well, you reached the right video. Let me explain. This video was brought to you by DigiLink Academy, your #1 source to learning programming fast and get to that 6-figure salary you desire. Our 30-day project course includes our JavaScript front-end projects, our Python back-end projects, our SQL database projects, and much, much more. So go ahead and click the link below to our free 7-step guide so that you can start reaching your programming goals today. I'll see you guys in the course. So most of you guys are in 3 boats. You're trying to become a developer, you're struggling, you haven't got that opportunity to break into tech yet, or you're already in tech in a struggling job or a dead-end job and you haven't got that opportunity to be a Python developer, or you're a Python developer, maybe a junior or standard, and you really want to take your career to the next level, and all you guys are asking the same question: is Python worth it in 2024? And the quick answer is yes, but I'm gonna give you the pros and cons, which way you need to go, and what you need to do to actually get started as a Python developer. And it's gonna really give you guys context of where you spend your time at, and don't spend time just spinning your wheels and wasting all your time. So before we get started, guys, go ahead and comment below about your situation. What of the 3 you're at? What are you doing to get started? What are you struggling with, so that we can help you guys below? So go ahead and put your details in the comment section and let's start a conversation. So let's start with the first one. Somebody who just really getting started as a developer, or interested in becoming a developer, but haven't yet was able to break into tech. Well, Python give you a lot of opportunities, especially in 2024. A lot of you guys may feel like AI and all these other tools are going to come in and take your job. And yes, that is the case in some instances, but you can position yourself to be a problem solver, not just a coding monkey. And you're going to always get the edge over AI, guys, especially when you are in a solution oriented industry and you know what you need to do to really take your software development skills to the next level. And I'll give you guys a lot of that later on in the video. Secondly, you guys who are in tech who's just struggling, a lot of this is just because of your reputation of your current job. Because quite frankly, just listen to me here, quite frankly, if somebody saw you as a valuable IT professional and you have done a good job, they will give you an opportunity to be a software developer if you have demonstrated you can solve problems. And that's your problem, reputation. If somebody haven't given you that opportunity yet, they may feel like you can't do it. So either one or two things. You either get your skills up, showcase your skills, and maybe they give you an opportunity. More than likely, you're probably gonna have to go get another job, because especially been on this job 3, 4, 5, 6 years. Let's just say you've been working in support all that time. You probably got the reputation of being in support, and you can still leverage Python, but you have to make sure you actually go to another job, unfortunately. But I'm gonna give you some hints and some tips to actually get you started. Number 3. You're already a Python developer. You've been doing this for a while. You're just in a dead-end job. You're not working on good projects, or you're struggling to really take it up a notch. Maybe become a lead Python developer, a senior Python developer, or even in a leadership role. And you're in a standard, maybe junior standard role. Well, you're in the right spot. You're doing pretty good. You just got to work on better projects. Maybe the company you're in, maybe they're stagnant. They're just mature in a place where they're not willing to take on new projects, which is okay. Maybe you can convince them to work on new stuff, and maybe you can convince them or display, hey, this is what my competitors are doing, or our competitors are doing. Maybe we can do something along those lines, maybe talk with the leadership team and all that to kind of get some kind of direction going on new projects. And if they decide, hey, Rod, or hey, developer, we're not interested in moving more forward with any of these new projects, it's made time to look at other options as a job. But in all 3 cases, guys, you have to really know how to leverage your current skills and be able to communicate how you can solve these problems and actually execute on solving the problems as well. I can't go into everything in this video, Like I was saying, number one who's an aspiring developer, I have a 7-step guide. Links below for that, guys, if you haven't already. We cover, as far as just these 3 areas, how you can really take your career to the next level with Python. Number one, as an aspiring developer, you just got to get your foot in the door. You got to showcase that you can do the work and put yourself in a position to win. A lot of you guys with these generic resumes got this generic information. It's just not coming across as you valuable. So you got to get that squared away. And in a 7-step guide, we do that for you guys as well. Number 2, a lot of you guys who are you already in tech, maybe you trying to become a software developer, same approach there. You know, you got to be able to lead that job. You got to showcase your value. You got to put yourself in a position so that you can start putting some projects together that worth more than just a calculator app. All that's the same thing, guys. And last but not least, probably the smallest group of them, existing developers who want to take your career to the next level. Projects. As you guys already know, projects is really going to help. And just knowing the industry knowledge is going to really put you in a position to win, guys. So don't want to belabor these points too much. Just wanted to go over some pros and cons of being a Python developer. Let's go over the pros first, just to be positive first. If you're looking for an opportunity to make six figures the fastest without a degree, hands down one of the best options you can. You know, you got other options, sales, blah, 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 but this is a technology company or technology channel. We're going to talk about Python development, any development in general, as a option that you can help really get you to that 6-figure salary really fast. You can work in any industry you want, guys, for the most part. Every industry have software. Every software needs to be improved over time to fit that business needs. Hence, they need a developer like you that's gonna take that software to the next level. So you can basically work in any industry you want. You just gotta make sure you can provide value. Number 3, you can work anywhere. I know I'm not gonna say that name of that disease, but at the end of the day, everybody's used to working from home. Most people are going back to work now, but software development is still one of those careers that everybody assumes if you're good at it, you can work from anywhere and really do what you need to do, guys. So that's the pros. The cons, and this is no reason to scare you off. I'm just putting things in context for you guys, just so that you can know both sides of the coin. Number 1 is the everything's always changing, guys. As you can tell, we're in technology. Technology changes quite rapidly compared to other areas, compared to healthcare, compared to legal. It changes rapidly. Your skills get out of date real fast. But again, we're talking about solving problems here. Problems gonna always exist. Technology is always gonna be there to solve those problems. You just gotta make sure your skill set and your problem solving ability is current. It's not something that's going to turn around in a year, but over the course of a couple of years, maybe 5, 6, 7 years, yes, it will rapidly change during that time. So just kind of stay on top of that and just be aware of the changes so that you don't get left behind. Number 2, on the con side, you do have more responsibility as a software developer. Python development specifically, you are in control of a lot of core systems in a company. You can really screw something up, and you got to be aware of that responsibility to make sure you test stuff in the test environment. You're not deploying code in the middle of the day when everybody on the live system, so forth and so on. Do not screw up these people's systems. That's one of the reasons why people can't get into development today, because back in the day, we used to have systems that, hey, we don't have to break, but now it's different. Last but not least, guys, you have to work off hours. Unfortunately, that's how it is. When the system's down, you can be in Hawaii on vacation. They don't have a lot of developers, especially at standard companies. You got to come in. But at the end of the day, guys, it's still worth it. You're still going to make more money, still going to have more freedom and flexibility so that you can really take this career to the next level. So if you haven't already, guys, go down to the links in below and actually sign up for the 7-step guide. Like, subscribe to the channel, guys. We got a lot of stuff for you. 2024 is going to be a good year for everybody and really put us in a position to win, guys. So at the end of the day, I can't cover everything on this video, but we will cover it in the 7-step guide. Now I actually put a link here on the screen. Like, subscribe to the content, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Click, click, click.